Alright, yeah, welcome to some more Magic Arena, and we are returning with an old favourite. So, with a twist, of course, we're going to be doing best of 3 with a blue-red Indomitable creativity list. So, this has been a long-requested deck on the channel ever since the Mana Burn video came out. And I'll leave a link in the description to that video if you want to rewatch it, or if you haven't watched it before. But Indomitable creativity is a wonderful card that destroys tokens and wins games. So be sure to check out the deck tech if you want to know how the deck works, because it is a little confusing. And I often do get a few comments saying, why haven't you included this, why haven't you included that? It's because creativity does have a deck building restriction, so that is a lot of the answers to your question is I can't. So be sure to check out the deck tech for that. Other than that, though, we're going to get into the matches, but before we do, be sure to like and subscribe if you do enjoy the video as well. Alright, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the games. Okay, we're in, and this hand's far too expensive. I think Sweltering Suns is the only castable for a very long time, so I'm going to mulligan it. Here's the problem with this deck. It does occasionally have hands like that. Hopefully we can get a hand like this. Alright, counter. Ugh, expensive counter. Hopefully our opponent's playing a creature deck, and then the Sweltering Suns will carry us to victory. We'll see. Come on, creature deck. It's not very creature-like of you there, opponent. There might be a few. I mean, if we're playing against a slow deck anyway, we should be okay. Ooh, interesting. Alright. Dragons? Just Grixis control? I don't really know, to be honest. You're gonna get Doomfalled. Sarkhan. Alright, it is dragons then. Okay. A counter off the top to get me towards this Spell Swindle so that I could counter a big Dargon seems like a fine idea. Alright, let's go on Faithful Fluting. Perfect. So this Sweltering Suns is almost certainly just not going to cut it. Most dragons start their toughness at 4, so... That's a wonderful 5th land. If only it wasn't a tap land. Alright, well, we're going to have to use these Glimmer of Geniuses. Hopefully our opponent doesn't play anything too terrible here, and we can do something fun. Dargon, obviously. Oh, Dragon's Horde. You could still have Nicol Bolas. Looks like he does.
Look to the skies.
Or a Verix. Depends on the mana that he floats here. Looks like it's Nicol Bolas. Alright. Well, we're going to Glimmer. See if we can hit a spare land, I guess. Sweltering Suns to the bottom. I'm just going to dump this Spire Bluff. Ooh, Hour of Devastation's nice. Okay, so, I mean, I could Hour of Devastation, kill Sarkhan and Nicol Bolas. I don't think that's a terrible idea. They usually run a playset of Nicol Bolas, though, so you can really just follow up with another. I'd love to get this Spell Swindle in, but I think the opportunity to kill Sarkhan is quickly getting away the longer I don't use this.
No pain.
So,
stop now.
2 for 1 for 5 mana. Yeah, it's alright. Hopefully he doesn't do anything too serious so that we get to untap. Oh, it's 5 colour dragons. Or 4 colour. Demanding Dragon. Okay. How terrible is that? It's pretty terrible. Don't get me wrong. Right, we're going to hold open this spell swindle. We should be able to hit something insanely good here, and then if we draw our indomitable creativity, we probably just win. Chandra, yeah, it's well worth the swindle. 4 treasures, I'll take it.
Feel my pain.
Alright. So we can commit this dragon and hopefully draw a counterspell on the way back down. It's not the best thing in the world, but Hour of Devastation's really our only other out. Hour of Devastation and creativity. Sulphur Falls. Okay, I'm going to main phase a Glimmer. I do not want to see either of those, so bottom both. Harness Lightning is actually just fine. Okay. Pass the turn. Keep the commit open just in case we need to cast it. Otherwise, we've got Harness Lightning able to kill Demanding Dragon. Nicol Bolas. Yeah, that's going to have to be committed. And we have to lose a treasure as well while we're at it. Our opponent just got to their dragons before we could get our counter spells up, and if we can get to our counter spells, there's just really no big issue. I'm just going to take the 5 here because I don't really want to kill my win condition in the treasures. More lands. Okay, pass the turn. So, don't die here. Glimmer hits something nice. Well, that is a good way to die now, isn't it? Alright. Dig for not dying. There's a not dying. So, disallow the Daragaz. And we're going to have to use another treasure to kill the Demanding Dragon here. Really bad spot. Wizard's Retort. Well, let's get down Immortal Sun. The double draw is going to be really nice. We can only counter 1 spell though. So it better be a damn expensive spell. And our opponent's got that Nicol Bolas, so... The one upside is that our opponent's deck is so expensive that the chances are that he can only cast 1 spell in a turn. That is our path to victory. Is being in a position where our opponent can't cast 2 spells in a turn. Sarkhan's Whelp. Whenever you activate an ability of a Planeswalker, deals... Okay, right, we're digging real deep for answers here. It is a little cutie, love. Look at it. Come on, removal. Come on, removal. Torrential Gearhulk is removal. Okay. So, pass. I think I'll have to use it as removal. I mean, I could use it to memory. Refill my hand. Most likely hit a counter spell. Alright, well, it's torrential time. So, memory refill my hand seems like a good call. He's got 3 cards in hand, but... Cast the memory. Then we'll hit 1 card off of this that should be able to take care of the Glorybringer, no doubt. If you're wondering how Torrential Gearhulk can cast a sorcery, it's because it only has to target an instant. Abrades my Immortal Sun. Okay. Only has to target an instant, so once it's targeted that, if it's a double face card with an instant and sorcery, I've legally targeted it. The thing. Alright, Spell Swindle the Glorybringer. Get a ton of tokens back, and we've got the Indomitable Creativity ready for the win. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are we gonna do it? So he's actually put the Immortal Sun back into my deck as well. Alright, so we got Island. We've got Immortal Sun, we got 2 Locust Gods, and we've got 2 Gear Hulks. So I need to Creativity X5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And time for a winning board state. We will keep that Locust God. Alright, opponent. What say you? I've got this Harness Lightning that can kill any dragon that you play against me. I've got an Hour of Devastation that pretty much one-sided board wipes you. If you take the damage, there's a chance you die. If you don't take the damage, you give me a crap ton of Locust, which I can then swing in immediately with. Letting me draw. Okay. I believe the letting me draw is typically the worst idea. You guarantee 6 damage as opposed to the Gear Hulk, which is a little bit of a high roll. And there's a disallow. Nice. You also fill my hand full of counter spells and things like that, which is obviously a very bad idea. Okay. You're at 2. I will end the turn, dump Indomitable Creativity, tap land, mountain, yeah, Memorial, won't last that long. Okay, he has to beat a Harness Lightning and a Disallow, both of which we can cast on this turn. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't kill me. Got a backup one anyway. And lethal on board. And he's done. Alright. Wow. I actually didn't think there was any hope of winning that one. Okay, so he's playing dragons. So all of his stuff is really huge, massive. We don't want Sweltering Suns because it won't hit anything. Hour of Devastation is really good though. We'll bring in the Essence Scatters for his big Dargons. It's basically just a game of getting to our counter spells and hitting them consistently, I would say. We don't want to remove all of our removal. Hour of Devastation still hits a load of stuff. Harness Lightning still hits a load of stuff. It's just that Magma Sprays, Abrades, and Sweltering Suns not really going to make it happen. So I guess we just go up. Probably just a Wizard's Retort. You do still want to have some low-to-the-ground stuff. We know he's running Chandras and Sarkons, but it's no reason to bring in Negate when Wizard's Retort just covers it just fine. Anything that he could bring in against us? I don't know, to be honest. Look at a dragon deck. Like, Spit Flame doesn't really hit anything. It hits Locust God once. Could bring in the Abrades, but we only have one Immortal Sun, so that's a bit... It's actually just completely useless. Yeah, just other than that, throw it back. Let's try and counter his stuff. He is on the play, so he's going to be able to get his Sarkon down at least on time. We want to make sure that whatever he plays off of that, though, is going to fail miserably. Wow, this hand. Let's mulligan that bad boy. And this hand's also pretty terrible, but we're going to have to keep it. Bottom the Glimmer. We have an Essence Scatter on 2. Which isn't the worst. Ah, nice. Alright, so tap land, go. That means we have removal for a creature. We have a counter for a creature. So, play that pass. I'd like to see... Ooh, not that. I actually wanted my opponent to play something. So that we can have a fun game. There we go. He's back in the game. Dragon's Horde is fine. It is card draw. But it's card draw when a dragon enters the battlefield. And they don't have to enter the battlefield if I don't want them to. Dragon Egg. Sure. Yep. It just won't ever die, and I won't ever run anything into it, really. So, it's not a big deal. I brought out my board wipe that would replace it, so... No glimmers. No disallows, no wizard's retorts in his hand. So we're probably going to have to Memorial to Genius. And just try to draw into something good on his end step. We're not going to do it on our turn. That would be suicide. Territory, sure. Alright. I don't really want to play the Immortal Sun because he is at a point now where he can play devastating things like that. I'm just going to commit this. Slow him down a bit. Till I can find a real counter. And there's a real counter. Okay. I mean, Immortal Sun does shut down Sarkon, but he is running a Braids. Is he still running a Braids, though? Because he only saw one Immortal Sun. And he saw nothing. I suppose he saw Gear Hulk, so yeah, it is worth leaving in a Braids. Yeah, so I'm not going to tap out for an Immortal Sun, because it won't get me anywhere. Demanding Dragon. Can get Essence Scattered, I think. I'm happy to take the 5 and kill it, but we don't actually have the 5th energy for Harness Lightning. Gear Hulk. He's going to draw Sarkon next turn, so I guess not. Yeah, not going to happen. You see, the Dragon deck really relies on Sarkon, I'd say. It's one of the downsides of the deck. It can perform okay, like if your opponent's not doing a great deal without Sarkon. But it really, really does need him. Sweltering Suns. Yep, sure. You get some flyers. I just Hour of Devastation them or something. I really haven't decided how I want to murder these. All I know is I'm not that bothered. Maybe double Harness Lightning? Just take them off the board. 2 energy. And an Ether Hub. Nice. Problem is that I don't really have a counter spell, so anything that sticks is going to be a little bit of a problem. I do like the idea of this Memory soon, though. But I'm going to have to get lucky on my draws. And I'd probably want to do it on 9 mana, so that I could hold up an counter if I got that off the top. Opponent's drawing. Interesting. There's a Sarkon. Okay. This might be Hour of Devastation time. If he goes... Ooh, he's going discard. Alright, so his hand...
I'll show you one.
He's probably garbage. He's just up to Spit Flame. 4 damage to a creature doesn't really do much. I'm just going to Hour of Devastation, I think. But first, let's draw some cards. Get that land back into my deck. So I can draw it off memory later as well. Swindle. Nice. That's a tough one. Because he can go... Is this abilities or is it just cast creatures? Okay, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can go and tap me for 7. Ugh. If he's spending all of his mana to do that, though, I'm just going to Harness Lightning it. So I guess we go... Since he can't actually get Sarkon above 5 for the Hour of Devastation to no longer matter, I'm just going to Harness Lightning this if he puts any kind of value into it. Spell Swindle a big dragon otherwise. Set me up for the win. Yep, here comes the big Dargon.
I summon you.
Is it going to be Nikki B? Looks like it. Oh, no, maybe. Is it Daragaz? Vivictus? Which one uses green? It's Daragaz, right? Please. Please. Oh. Give me those 7 treasures, Daddy. Oh, yes. Hand it over. Alright. Indomitable Creativity. Right now, please. Just any time around now. I'm still going to Hour of Devastation. Since I'm going to be killing Sarkon as well. He does need to die. Another Spell Swindle. Alright, well, Hour of Devastation. And pass a turn. We can still Spell Swindle something. We're going to have to use some treasures, but we have 7, and it's only going to cost us 3 of them to use it. So anything that he casts is likely going to give us, net us more treasures in the process. We also have Harness Lightning on 5 damage right now, so like Demanding Dragon's not too bad. And that's mana neutral for our Swindle, but I really don't care. Glorybringer, there we go. That's worth swindling, I would say. Or is it worth just... No. It's actually not doing anything, so... I'm just going to Harness Lightning it. Yeah. You can draw 2 cards, but I just need to find Indomitable Creativity and I would just win, so... Up until that point, it's swindle away and things like that. 3, 6. Yet again, we could do the swindle with 3 mana tax on our treasures. If I go this route. If he lets us draw, then he's opening up creativity potential. If he takes the damage, he's just killing himself quicker. Sorry if you can hear that, guys. Apparently the world police are flying over the top. Ooh, took 12 damage. Nice. That was a Locust God. Oh, and a Creativity and a Wizard's Retort. Alright. It's still pretty grim, though. 2-turn clock. We've got a counter for this turn. Settle the score. Huh. Do I... The problem is if I don't counter the spell, he can slam down whatever he feels like afterwards. Awkward. I think I'll let this go. Because that's clearly bait. And there's Nikki B, who would have been far worse. So, goodbye, Nikki B. Trade 3 treasures for 4. Alright, my turn. Land. Glimmer. Creativity. Wizard's Retort. Okay, bottom the land, take the counter. And the Essence Scatter, nice. Alright. Pass the turn. I'm on the verge of using memory, but like we're in a position right now where our opponent's low on resources. I don't really want to give him more resources until I run out of mine. Like once he's up to these 5 cards here, then maybe I'll memory. I probably will, to be honest. I just need to hit 1 creativity and we win. And we've got 2 to hit, I believe. Yeah, 2 to hit. 3 if I go with the memory. I could do a Mortal Sun, but then I have to protect it. I think I'll just go memory. He's full enough on cards where we're not netting him much. But what we're netting is insane. Small spell swindles. Alright, well. I'll take it. Let's fix this hand up and make it look reet nice. There we go. Metallic Mimic. Sure. Names. Dagron. I just don't feel this can 15 me in any reasonable amount of time. But the thing that he follows up with most likely can. Alright, draw your cards. We got 3 counter spells, so good luck getting anything through for a very long time. If he doesn't play anything, we just Glimmer. And we continue our hunt for the creativity. Chandra. Yep. That's getting swindled. Netting more and more mana. We've passed the point of treasures actually netting us any more creatures.
Now you're asking for it.
So we can just use them as we see fit. Hour of Devastation's very nice. Okay, so I'm just going to main phase Glimmer because we win on the spot if I find creativity. I mean, I guess so. If I'm not going to hit creativity, I might as well hit the perfect answers to anything that he ever plays. Be patient about it. We're in no big rush. And just, yet again, starve our opponent of any kind of threat. I can now harness Lightning's Mimic if I feel like it. Yep, that's fine. Have all the mana you want. What you got next? He's thinking, which card should get countered this time? Daragaz is quite the countered card right there. Let's just get 7 treasures, shall we? Yup, up to 18 treasures. You best know I'm going to be glimmering using those treasures. Yeah, I'll take you 2. Okay. Come on. It's been far too long. I need my creativity. I'm starting to feel bad for my opponent now. So I'm going to bottom the answer. to one of his creatures and just go hunting. Well, Locust God, I mean, I can slap that down and keep it safe. We just win that way. So the upside of this particular build is that I can just play my creativity targets and be fine as it is. I mean, I have disabled my Hour of Devastations temporarily because of the Locust God. It will kill it, but it will come back. It's just that I'll wipe any progress that I'll have made up to that point. Demanding Dragon. Essence Scatter. Cycles of Sweltering Suns. Might want to have kept that, because I am going to be making Locust tokens like crazy. We know he does have Spit Flame, but it doesn't matter. Our opponent has had enough. I do feel a little bad because we didn't find our creativity, but we were going to win in that position. We had, what, 5 damage going on board, 6 if I'd have looted with Locust God right there, which I will have done. And then we can, you know, on our turn, then just spend 8 mana to get 2 more Locusts, swing for lethal, and we just had it. And we could still, even with the 18 treasures that we had stacked up, use all of our counter spells, even through tapping out 8 mana to draw and discard cards. So that's going to do it for the deck. I do hope you guys have enjoyed this new creativity brew. As I said, I wanted to make sure that I sent creativity out with a bang, since I know it's the channel's favourite deck. So I'd absolutely love it if you guys would share and like this video and subscribe as well for more creativity in the future. I do want to do another like mana burn meme version of this deck as well, where we play with the Elder Dragons as our win con. Just, it's one of my favourite cards, and I'm really sad to see it rotate in about 4 or 5 weeks' time. So I know a lot of you guys requested it, so I needed to make sure that it happened. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, do all of that stuff that you know you should do. Alright, thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.